Hello peeps and welcome back to Modded Minecraft with Nightdagger. This will be episode 43 and I had to do a little bit of renovation around here. Because shortly after I finished recording last episode, I was doing a little bit of work on my base and I went AFK in my warehouse for just a few minutes and a creeper blew up my entryway. Took out one of my quantum chests, took out my miscellaneous chest, took out all the stuff that was in it, so I lost some stuff to the explosion, including some chrome dust. I've processed more since then, but I lost a lot of cobblestone that I've since replaced from mining. I lost a lot of stuff. So, he pissed me off. As such, I went and extracted some vengeance. I have a tier 5 creeper shard. I went through several repairs of my Vile Sword with Soul Stealer 4. I went through a repair of my Vorpal Sword here and burned almost halfway back through that. And I went ahead and made myself some nanosuit body armor and wore out my Boots of the Traveler pretty well. So, long story short, we has a new toy. We're going to put that toy to use. What are we going to do with this toy? We are going to make ourselves a creeper trap. Screw those creepers. Alright, so the first thing we need to decide what we're going to do for the trap itself. I think I might actually do a sunk trap. I think I might actually sink the trap into the ground. I think I might actually just put it right over here. So, let's say we do a 3x3 right here. That should be good, but maybe we don't want it to be 3x3. Maybe we want it to be 6x6. There we go, that should do it. Then at the bottom we'll have transposers in order to pull this stuff out. And I think we're going to use a quantum chest to deposit the creeper goodies into our warehouse. Now, of course, we are going to need to make this quite a bit farther down. I'm actually going to sink this 24 blocks into the ground. Maybe even a little more. So let's go ahead and start sinking down. Actually, let's not. Let's go over here and get a landmark first, because we're obviously not going to want to dig all of this out by hand. We're going to use our friend, the filler. So we'll get our landmarks, we'll get our filler. And we're going to start sinking this down. Starting here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, that'll be good. So, we'll tag our landmark right here. Just like that. We'll get out this way, as opposed to having to climb the whole way back out. Landmark number 2 goes right there. 3 goes there. 4 goes there. Click. Tag. Good. I'll have to go pick up my landmark at the bottom after this is all done, but we'll get there in a minute. Let's see. I may also want to put a link book down at the bottom so that I can get down to the bottom easy without having to drop, because a 30 block drop is going to do some pretty significant damage even if I'm wearing nano boots. Definitely don't want to wear my Boots of the Traveler for this. Alright, In thermal expansion, we're going to grab some of our redstone conduit and this energy cell that we've been holding on to. Over in glass, we're going to grab some glass. I feel so slow without my good boots on. And we'll go ahead and give that the clear pattern. Tag you on. And you. And you. And this is going to quickly clear out all of that crap. You can see it all dropping down there. And I'm going to drop down shortly after. Ooh, yeah, that hurts. Alright, so we can survive a fall down here. That's good. Good to know. Let's head back out. We'll go collect our filler. And our redstone energy cell. And let's go ahead and replace that dirt that I just accidentally dug up. And we'll just dump all these resources into our ender pouch. And we can dump the glass in there too. Okay, that's good. Now, we're going to need a set of 4 transposers. Transposers are crafted using cobblestone, wood planks, piston, and redstone. So we need 4 pistons total. We'll grab ourselves a stack of cobblestone. Grab ourselves a stack of wood planks. Not out of there. That'll be good. We'll just throw those in there. Need a little bit of redstone too. And over in my red power chest, how many stone wafers do I have? Plenty. Good deal. And I have a couple of repeaters there that I think I made a long time ago for the quarry and then didn't need them. We're also going to need a pointer. So we're going to need to grab a piece of smooth stone. I'm making a timer, by the way. Probably already figured that out, but... And in red power, going to need some pneumatic tubes. We'll need some red alloy wire before all said and done. Also going to need some stone jacketed. Am I going to need anything else? I don't think so. Alright. So, now we have to... Let's see. How do I want to do this? I'm going to want to connect the chest that the deployers deposit into to the logistics network, which means I'm going to need some pipes coming up. And... oh, what the hell? I don't know why there was an empty space down there, but now there isn't. Whatever. Don't care. Let's get that recipe out of there. Pistons in the middle. And we'll just do it like this. That's going to get us our 4 transposers. And we're going to need a chest. Doesn't have to be a big chest because it's not going to actually hold anything for any amount of time. It's just going to act as kind of a buffer. And I'm also going to need... I got it on me. Good. I need in my Buildcraft chest a bunch of stone transport pipes, Want some golden too. And I'm going to need a Mark I logistics chassis. I'm also going to need... I'm also going to need a diamond gear before all's said and done. So let's go ahead and in here do the recipe for our Mark I logistics chassis. We're also going to use a module, 3 pieces of redstone. I'm going to need an iron gear because I don't think I have any more iron chipsets. And a couple of pieces of sodalite. And if we put the sodalite in here, we'll get our diamond gear and wait for our iron gear. I really wish I didn't have to wait as long for these things. And it takes a long time. There we go. Alright, iron gear up top. Oh, if you're using gears, you actually have to have 4 pieces of dye instead of 2. That gets us an extractor. This gets us a Mark II extractor. This gets us a Mark III extractor. We definitely want the Mark III. We're also going to need a few stone anodes, 3 stone wires, a stone pointer, and a stone cathode. To get our timer. Yes, that moment when you realize you actually do know the recipe for some of this crap by heart. It's a rather sinking feeling sometimes. I need more stone too. Alright, so stone around glass gets us stone transport pipes. Let's head over here. And this hole here, I'm surprised didn't turn into a mob trap. But we're going to dig a hole right here. We're going to dig under here, and this is where we're going to connect into the logistics network. We've already got a logistics pipe there, so we don't need anything special. But we are going to dig straight down. Actually, no, we're not going to do it here. We're going to do it here. Because I don't want there to be anything that these creepers could possibly grab onto on the way down. I need to get my lap pack. Should be in my tools chest. There it is, Laptron pack. We'll come stand on this for a few seconds. That'll recharge my drill. Maybe not. Over here, drop down, and that'll recharge my drill. Yay, uranium. Alright. Ground level. We want to dig that out, that, and that. In those, we're going to put our transposers so that they're facing up. Transposer has an effective range of 3 by 3, so this will grab anything that falls down. Over here, we're going to want to dig under it. We'll dig under the floor. And we're going to put a torch down here, just so we can see what's going on. And if we go this way, we should find our transposer. There we go. And this way, there's our second one. There's the third one. It's a vein of appetite, far lower than you should ever find it natively anymore. And we're also going to dig out right here. We're going to need to replace that. We're just going to dig this out a little bit right here. We'll be repairing this in a minute. Alright, so we need to take our pneumatic tubes that we got and turn those into redstone tubes. 16 of them should be plenty. Those redstone tubes, we're just going to run just like this. We're going to have those come over here, where they're going to go into a chest located right here. On here, we are going to have our stone-jacketed wire, which we're going to connect to some red alloy, which is also going to run out, say, to here. To connect to our timer. There we go. The timer I'm going to set on about a 20-second interval. It doesn't need to pulse often. On the top of here, we're going to put our Logistics Chassis Mark 1. In the Logistics Chassis Mark 1, we're going to put our Extractor Mark 3. And then coming up from here, we're going to put our pipes. Just like that. And I've always found it somewhat creepy that the game will actually let you do that now. You can place a pipe in a space that you're already standing in. So, Geronimo, that hurts. So, now we just need to pillar up to get out of here. And then we're also going to pillar up out of here. Just like that. Right here, we're going to build ourselves a little room, I think. And do I want to do this out of cobblestone? Yeah, why not? I don't think the creepers are going to mind too much. They're going to be too busy dying. Haha. There we go. We'll fix that a little bit, or finish that in a little bit. We are going to need to go back to the warehouse and get just a few more things. Over here in my red alloy chest, I'm going to grab a couple of pieces of red alloy. In my red power chest, I'm going to grab some stone covers. Specifically, I need 8 of them. And then I'm going to put those 8 stone covers around that and get some more stone jacketed. Over in my furnishings chest, I'm going to grab some iron bars. I'm going to need a few more. So we'll grab 6. We'll come over here. It's going to get us a few more iron bars. And with iron bars in a circle like that, we get a soul cage, which we will now walk over here. Flag spike. And we're going to build ourselves a little walkway, just for the moment. We are going to have, let's see, we're about centrally located here, right? Right here, we are going to have our soul cage. We're actually going to have it on the end here. Just like that. On top of the soul cage, we're going to have a piece of red alloy. On top of that, we're going to have some stone jacketed, which we're going to bring up to the ceiling. My mouse is glitching out on me again. I think the sensor's getting dusty. We'll need some more cobblestone, so we'll pop in here and grab just another stack or two. And we're actually going to need some more red alloy. So I've got one piece, let's grab 5 more. That'll get us another 24. Now on here we want to put a roof. Doesn't need to be anything fancy. Like I said, the creepers aren't worth the extra attention to detail, in my opinion. I'm really pissed at them for blowing up my quantum chest. This mouse glitch is really starting to bug me. Alright, so we got that. We can go ahead and light the inside of this up. It doesn't have to be anything, doesn't have to be dark or anything like that, because we're using a tier 4 shard. And up here, we're going to have some more red alloy, which is going to connect there, run over to this wall, and come around to right here. And we're going to have a lever here. And that lever is going to act as our shut-off switch. We'll dig that out. Do I have any levers in here? Or do I keep those in tools? I think I might keep them in tools now. Yeah, there they are. And I'm going to want a couple of pieces of glass. So we're going to put a lever on here. We're going to flip that lever to give our redstone signal. I'm going to dig that out just because it's going to bug me if I don't. And then we're going to take our creeper soul shard and we are going to tag that right in there. You can see we now have a creeper soul shard, or a creeper spawner. I do want to put a link book down there, just because I want to be able to get down there and inspect it if something is going wrong. So let's go ahead and put my nanosuit body armor back on to make sure I don't take any damage while doing this. Should probably grab a bite too. And okay. Let's go ahead and light this up so we don't get any other mob spawns down here. We only want creepers spawning in here. And we're going to put our link book right here. Let's go ahead and cobble our way back out of here. And we should be good to go. So, you know what? Just for giggles, let's make this floor here glass. So that when we come down here, we can stand here and we can watch the creepers die. That sounds like fun to me. I'm really tempting fate. Okay, let's head over here. Let's pop our glass in place. And we should be ready to go. But there's one more thing that I need to do. The idea of this is to farm gunpowder. And with this, I'm going to be farming a crap load of gunpowder. So much gunpowder that it's not going to work with my mop drops chest. It's not going to work with an iron chest or gold chest. Even a diamond chest would eventually fill up. So I have actually crafted another quantum chest to hold freaking gunpowder. Because I want lots and lots and lots of this yummy stuff. We now have gunpowder registered in our chest here. Now, because I've changed this to a quantum chest, I definitely want to come back here and go into the provider module and switch it back to normal inventory. Because I want it to be able to access all of the gunpowder in here. Alright. With that, we should be ready to rock. Let's go flip this lever. Get some creepers dying. Doink. Hi guys! Fall down and die. Oops. Nope. Come back here. Alright. Let's head back into our warehouse, over to our link book modifier, where we'll modify this for interlinking. We don't need following. Creeper trap. We need interlinking. We don't need following. Let's put the creeper trap book up here. And let's go to the creeper trap. Oh, that's a beautiful sound. Look at that. Fall down and die. That's awesome. I like that. That's a good bit of work. And we should see all of our gunpowder instantly get zipped out of the chest and sent up to our base. So, let's head back to the warehouse, clean up our inventory. And uranium. I don't think it knows what to do with all of that stuff. It does know what to do with that, though. So let's head over, put away our buildcraft stuff. Put away our red power stuff. A bit more buildcraft. And what else I have? I have thermal expansion. And then I've got this, which I'll put in my tools chest. Let's head over and check out our gunpowder supply. We're up to 348 gunpowder. Awesome. I'm going to immediately grab 5 stacks. And I'm going to come over here. Let's go ahead and clean out this. Oops, it didn't know what to do with that, I'm sure. That's okay. It probably doesn't know what to do with half of this stuff, but it's fine. We're going to make us some more TNT. We're actually going to grab a couple more stacks of sand. That's going to get us a full stack of TNT. And then we'll take this flint dust, which is made by macerating flint. Macerating flint gives you 2 tiny piles of flint dust. This stuff. And it takes 4 to make 1. So macerating 2 pieces of flint gives you 1 piece of flint dust. However, when you use those flint dust instead of flint, you get 5 ITNTs per instead of 3, or instead of 4. So it's a more efficient use of your TNT. I actually need to go macerate some gravel to get some more flint. So let's head over here. And we'll chuck a bunch of gravel in my macerators. We're also going to go check on our power supply while we're at it. And we're going to go check our biogas tank also. I see that's starting to get nice and full. Oh yeah, we got a lot of biogas in here. We're almost half full. 2,586 buckets. Gotta love automating this stuff. It's okay, we're going to start using some of that biogas for something in the near future. Let's pop into our power plant, where we'll take a look at our power supplies. We've got a completely dead MFSU, and 3 more that have started to drain. But our AESU is still holding strong, which is good. We're going to start killing that soon too. Now, over here for the reason I wanted all that ITNT. In here I have a bunch of iridium alloy plates that I need to change into actual iridium plating. I'm actually going to need a little more TNT for that. Well, just so happens I should have a bunch of flint dust showing up around here. Nope, not going to be flint dust yet, is it? It's going to be flint. Which for right now, I'm just going to use flint. I don't care. TNT is not exactly a huge resource for me anymore. Actually, I think I might have enough. Do I? I don't know. Nope, 1 piece short. Oh, crap! I told you I was tempting fate. Jesus, that could have been bad. Where the hell did he come from? Oh my god. Whew. Is my creeper spawner spawning creepers outside of the... Oh, that's gonna suck if that's what's going on over there. That could have been bad. That could have taken out my entire Greg Tech facility there. No. Okay, they're spawning on top of it. They're spawning on top of the thing. I don't think they're actually getting out. Oh yeah, they're getting out. You rotten bastard. Okay, I need to make that wall thicker. Need to make the wall thicker. Flip the lever. Okay, have I controlled the creeper problem for now? Whew, okay. Unintended effect. Man, does that mean I'm going to get them spawning in my warehouse too? I may want to rethink the position of that spawner. First of all, let's go ahead and replace our logistics pipe over here. Put our extractor back in. Wow, that could have been really bad. I don't know if you guys have seen it happen yet, but when GregTech machines explode, they start chain reactions. So if that had taken out my industrial electrolyzer here, it could have very potentially wiped out my entire GregTech facility. That would have sucked. Alright. Heart rate returning to normal. Between episodes, I'm going to go reinforce that wall. Maybe move that thing. Alright. Boom. We have another iridium plate. Gotta repair my floor too. I guess they were pissed off about me. 577 gunpowder. Yeah, that's fun. That's nice. That's a good amount of gunpowder. Okay. And we now have 20 iridium plates, which is awesome. Why is 20 iridium plates awesome? Because next episode, I want to start crafting a very expensive toy. I want to start working on my grab a chest plate. This monstrosity requires a total of 19 iridium plates, as well as a whole bunch of other crap. I want to get started on it because I want the protection from quantum armor, while I have the ability to continue wearing my lap pack, while also having the ability of creative mode flight. The grab a chest plate will give me all of that. So I think it's an awesome thing to have. I think it's well worth the money. Well, resources, not money. Ugh. My brain's not working right. Because of the creepers. What a bunch of rotten bastards. I bet I'm going to have to make the ceiling a little higher too. Stop the flowing water here. Okay. Yeah, me and my... I'm tempting fate here. Holy crap, no kidding I was. Let's head back to the warehouse. Let's grab ourselves another 2 stacks of cobblestone, and let's reinforce that damn wall. And the ceiling while we're at it. Screw this. I don't want any chance of creepers spawning outside of this thing and blowing all of my GregTech machines to hell. Okay. It occurs to me that I'm probably going to need to make the front a little thicker too. because it looked like they were spawning within 4 blocks. Whatever, I don't care. I'm beyond caring at this point. How's that for laziness? Grab a few more pieces of that. Grab 2 more pieces of glass. We'll head back over here. We'll reinforce that. I see you standing there. And I think I should be okay with having that still be 1 block. Because creepers need a too high space to spawn. So I think that should fix the problem. I don't think any creepers should be able to spawn outside the wall now. But I'll keep an eye on it, and I'll make sure. You know, I wonder, if I dig a hole in here, is this creeper going to say hi to me? Get off of there. Get off of there. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I'm done tempting fate. Yeah. This has been Nightdagger with Let's Play Modded Minecraft. Episode 43. Oh my god, that was too good. So yeah, join me tomorrow for episode 44, where we will start making our quantum suits, or gravisuit, as it were. Man, you guys are pissed at me now, aren't you? Alright, I'll see you later, peeps.